Since his big breakthrough in 2021, the GOAT of the 40-pound division, Hasbulla Magomedov, has risen to unimaginable heights of fame, garnering millions of followers on social media and bagging a lucrative 5-year deal with the world's premier MMA promotion, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. With VIP access to UFC events, Hasbulla regularly runs into and collaborates with top fighters in the promotion. And given how hot-headed the Dagestani is, things get out of hand more often than not. Here are the top 10 MMA fighters and Hasbulla moments. Since Hasbulla is widely regarded by fight fans as mini Khabib, it's only natural that he has tons of funny moments with the former UFC lightweight champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov. But Baby Eagle rarely ever crosses the line with Dagestan's greatest MMA fighter. For example, when Khabib asked Hasbulla to give him a taste of his legendary Dagestani power, Hasbulla casually struck the Eagle's hand and walked away. He didn't want to hurt the region's biggest sporting icon solely out of respect. While Hasbulla has a great relationship with Khabib, of all the Dagestani fighters, the GOAT can often be seen with the current UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev, who happens to be his best buddy. The two are often seen hanging out together. Hasbulla has even joined Makhachev inside the cage to celebrate his victory against Dan Hooker at UFC 267, where Makhachev lifted him in the air like he was Simba from The Lion King. Apart from fighting, Hasbulla loves cars, especially the faster ones, and he doesn't care about speeding or breaking a law or two to satisfy his hunger for thrill. When the Nelk boys traveled to Russia to collaborate with Hasbulla, the little guy teamed up with Hasbulla Nurmagomedov to give the Canadian YouTubers a glimpse of life on Russian roads. Nelk Boys founder Kyle Forsgaard, who got into a lot of trouble with cops in his early days on YouTube, was surprised to see Hasbulla and Hasbulla speeding by a cop without facing any consequences. He'd later find out that even the police respects the legend. In 2022, Hasbulla was invited to Alexander Volkanovski's Cooking with Volk series, and one of the segments ended with the Dagestani gangster stuffing a burger in Volkanovski's face. The video went viral and drew mixed reactions from MMA fans, who criticized Hasbulla for ridiculing the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world at that time. Volkanovski later revealed that it was all planned, and he was the one who insisted Hasbulla do so. In another video, Hasbulla was seen ambushing Volk, entering the locker room at UFC 280 in style, before taking the featherweight kingpin down and smashing him until his opponent would give up. UFC featherweights, take note. While Hasbulla likes to wrestle a lot, he is more of a boxer and loves to let his hands go at every opportunity he gets. For example, when he crossed paths with former UFC 2 division champion, Olympian Daniel Cormier, he rattled DC's brain cells by landing a big punch right on his jaw. Cormier had never been hit that hard in his life, not even by John Jones or Stipe Miocic. Antonio Nogueira takes pride in having one of the sturdiest chins in UFC heavyweight history. During his illustrious career, he fought the hardest-hitting fighters across promotions and was only knocked out thrice, but even then he couldn't take a punch from Hasbulla. In fact, he had to beg for mercy when Hasbulla tried to land an elbow a few seconds later. "Calm down, buddy," Big Nog would tell Hasby. After cracking Big Nog's chin, Hasbulla added another top UFC fighter to his list of vanquished foes. Much like the other fighters on the UFC roster, Belal Muhammad was eager to take a picture with the biggest star in combat sports too. And while Hasbulla did take a picture with the UFC welterweight, he gave him a complimentary hook to the jaw as well, badly rattling Muhammad. Days later, Belal Muhammad would admit that his jaw was hurting and he didn't expect Hasbulla to hit that hard. UFC bantamweight star Sean O'Malley may have survived a Hasbulla hook when the two met at UFC 280, but he was brutally roasted without even knowing. O'Malley, who happens to be a big Hasbulla fan, asked for a picture and the Dagestani was kind enough to oblige. But while posing for the cameras, the two had a brief chat. O'Malley said that he wouldn't fight Hasbulla because the babyweight champion would beat him into a pulp. Hasbulla responded by saying something in Russian, so Sugar Sean obviously couldn't catch it. Months later, Hasbulla revealed he told O'Malley that he'd like to paint his restroom with the same color as the UFC bantamweight's pink hair. After months of speculation and online trash-talking, Henry Cejudo and Hasbulla Magomedov finally came face-to-face in November 2022, when the Dagestani launched a big elbow to Cejudo's face, forcing him into panic wrestling. For as long as Henry Cejudo's YouTube vlog with Hasbulla lasted, he simply got his butt whooped by the Russian. Thankfully, after securing multiple 10-8 rounds and winning the fight with ease, Hasbulla was kind enough to have dinner with his opponent, with Kamaru Usman and Justin Gaethje also present. Mike Tyson may not be an MMA fighter, but he's a guy you wouldn't dare mess with unless you are Hasbulla Magomedov. The 20-year-old was invited to Tyson's podcast in 2023, and at one point during their conversation, things escalated. Hasbulla put on boxing gloves and started trading bombs with Iron Mike, outstriking the boxing legend with his crisp combinations. As Hasbulla landed one punch after the other, Tyson said enough was enough. He picked up Hasbulla and jokingly bit off his ear as he laughed hysterically. Tyson's podcast with Hasbulla is the 8th most popular video on his channel, so you already know who the real money fight is. The man, the myth, the legend, Hasbulla. There you have it, fight fans, the top 10 MMA fighter Hasbulla Magomedov moments. Which is your favourite one? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure to join us here again at Alpha MMA as we continue to dive deeper into the world of mixed martial arts.